Alright, so as you may be aware, the Mandalorian Warrior Skin has almost an unlimited amount of variations that you can customize and make great combos with. And I'm just going to be showing you 5 of my favorite skins and how to make them. So here we are in the locker with Dingjarun. We've got the Honor helmet, the Honor pauldrons, the Spirit torso, and the Honor lower body. We haven't got any patterns, no clan logos. We got the rangefinder off, the pauldrons are on, torso is on, and the lower body accessories is turned off. And then for the color, which I know you guys want to know the most, we got charcoal grey for the base, the accent is light grey, cloth is dark grey, pattern is light slate grey, and it doesn't matter about the logo. The leather is the default leather. And then now we're just coming into the back bling, which is the cape. And we've got the sand dune cloth color on it, and that's pretty much all for that. And I got this cape metal base on black, but I actually don't really know what that changes. If you do know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's it for Dingjarun. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, and so next in we've got Katan, another great character. And for this one we've got the loyalty helmet, we got the loyalty pauldrons, we got the strength torso, and we've got the lower body as honor. But coming into here, we're not using any logos, sigils, or whatever they're called, but we're using the arch pattern. And then the rangefinder is on, obviously, but we got the pauldrons off. The accessories on the torso are off, and the accessories on the pants, on the leggings are off as well. And then for the colors, we got dark blue as the base, the accent is light grey, the cloth is midnight blue, the pattern is white, or the default. Doesn't really matter about the logo because we took the pauldrons off so you can't see it. And the leather, we've gone with grey. Now, Katan does have like blue boots, and she does have like more like this color leather belt. When you change that, it changes her boots, and these are like the closest leggings you can get to Katan. So I just went for this because it, I went for slate because it kind of looks like the armor color, but it doesn't, yeah, so it changes the belt, but I think that's the closest we can get really. So yeah, and for the back bling, you can choose anything you want. I've put a cape on because I don't really have anything that looks close enough to a jetpack really that suits. Like I've got this one here, but it just doesn't look right. So I've just kept the cape on just for looks. And of course I would put the Cry's logo on there if we had it, but we don't. So yeah, just no logo. So that's Katan, and now we're gonna move on to the next one. So now we're looking at Paz Vistella, another epic character from the show. We've got all the strength armor on. We don't need any patterns. Obviously we got the Vistella clan logo on the side of his pauldron there. Rangefinder is off because he does have these little things on the side of his helmet. And all the accessories are on. And for the colors, we're looking at dark blue for the base. The armor accent is light steel. The cloth is dull brown. The pattern is light slate grey, although we haven't got a pattern on, so that doesn't matter. The clan logo, that can be up to you, obviously. I've got like the beige on to match the leather, and well, actually, I've got the yellow one to try and match the leather. And then we've got the sand for the leather. And for the back bling, what I'm actually using is the back bling that came with the Visitor back in Season 4. So a lot of people might not have this, but I'm sure you guys will be able to find something else that matches. But basically that is Paz Vistella, so we're going to be moving on to the next character. Alright, so now we are into the Armorer, and this is another one of my favorites. I really like this character, it looks really nice with the colors. And this is as close as we could get. Unfortunately we can't get the spiky spikes on the helmet, but we can get pretty much the same helmet, close enough anyway. And then for the pauldrons, and that's the loyalty helmet, sorry. And for the pauldrons, we've got honor. Torso, we have loyalty. And for the lower body, we have loyalty. And that's only because this is the closest thing we can get to like the skirt thing that she wears. For the pattern, the pattern doesn't, you don't really need this pattern, but I just wanted to add some like texture to the armor. So yeah, and then we got the Mythosaur logo on there. rangefinder's off, the pauldrons are off, the torso accessories are off, and we've got the lower ones on just to... Oh, because I think if you turn this off... No, that doesn't do anything, but we got them on anyway, just to look cool, right? She's an armorer, so... For the colors, we've got maroon for the base, we got gold for the armor accent, the cloth is dull brown, the pattern is almond frost. Clan logo doesn't really matter because you can't see it, and the leather, we've got burgundy. For the back bling, this is the closest thing I could find to that fur cape that she does wear. I wonder if you guys can find anything that looks better. Do let me know in the comments below. So now we're going to be moving on to the last Mandalorian I got in this video. And this one's a little bit controversial because a lot of people have different opinions on it. So let's get right into it, and I'd like to know what you guys think. So yes, you might have guessed right, this one is Django Fett. Now, we're going to start off with the helmet, which is a controversial thing that people like to argue about in the comments. So feel free to argue in the comments with me. We got the strength helmet on because it is the same helmet that he wears. But it's such a shame that we can't put a rangefinder on it, like the other 3 helmets, like a normal rangefinder. So I think if you wanted to, you could probably pick this one and put the rangefinder on, and that is gonna get as close as you can. But I'm not having those little antennas sticking up when I use this skin. So I think without it, I think that's the way to go, but feel free to prove me wrong. For the pauldrons, we've got the loyalty, but the pauldrons are turned off, which we'll go into in a second. We got the strength, torso on, and the lower body is the strength as well. We don't need those two, so the rangefinder is off, the pauldrons are off, the torso accessories are on, and then the lower body accessories are off, and that's just gonna stop this like knife and thing down the bottom. And so for the colors, this is another controversial thing. Some people see me, I think that it's more of like this light gray. He does look kind of like a darker one in some shots. It kind of doesn't contrast with the blue very well. And I just think he looks more like this, or possibly even this one, but this is my personal opinion. You guys obviously change yours how you want. That's what I'm using for the base. The accent is obviously royal blue, the cloth is going to be midnight blue, the pattern color is light slate grey, and then we're not using a sigil, if that's how you say it, I don't know, the logo. And then the leather is slate. And that's pretty much Django Fett. And for the back bling, you know, you can do whatever you want for the back bling. I found that this, which is from, oh yeah, this is from the remix mini season that we got. And I do think this looks most like a jetpack. And obviously you could put Boba Fett's jetpack on, but it's green, so it doesn't really match. So I'm using this for now. But that's basically my Django Fett. And that there is going to conclude my top 5 Mandalorian skins. But I've obviously got a lot more here saved. If you want tutorials on those, definitely let me know. But if you see any of my shorts videos and want to know how to make any of them, definitely leave a comment and let me know, and I'll be sure to add them to the next video. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video.